from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there is nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of this nightmare, but when I stopped to see those eyes begging for help.
Alright, race fans, man, we're live tonight here at the short track of Martinsville, and I tell you what, this place can get wild. It's about to get wild tonight for the RSR Racing League here. And a man on pole, that would be the Chetfield Graphics pole winner, Curtis Preston, putting it out front here tonight. Congratulations for that right there. So, well, Corey, tell you what, man, short track racing, you know what this means? Some beating and banging.
And some bumpers and fists thrown and maybe a couple of people falling asleep at the wheel.
Oh, nobody falls asleep at the wheel now. If you do, you're gonna see some crashing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what, gonna be a good one here tonight. Line these boys up, I tell you, man. Curtis out front. Putting it out there, I tell you. Man, Curtis. Well, been a good season so far with these guys, man. I've enjoyed it so far. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I've enjoyed their season so far, and it's only going to get a little bit better as we get closer to the playoffs, and the All-Star race is coming up soon, where some of these boys may have a chance at some money in that All-Star race.
Yeah, they do. You're right. What's up, Ethan? Thunder Motorsports, how y'all doing out there? Man, I tell you what, like I say, live tonight here on All-Star Network on YouTube, Facebook. I always say, man, pick your poison on which one you want there. It's said here, under the lights too at Martinsville. Cup cars, you know, I like the cup cars. Pace cars pulling around, pace cars in. We're going green flag racing here tonight, 185. Man, I tell you, we're looking for some stage stuff as going green. Here we go.
There they go, hammered down. Curtis on the jump. He's gonna have a good car length into turn one, but they're all gonna pack up right behind him.
Already doing some fender banging back there, and I tell you, that's the thing about this place. You're gonna try to get single file as fast as they can. Out front, Curtis still got the lead. And right there on the outside, looks like we got David Edwards up on the outside. Car around, Edwards goes with him. Oh boy. Well, them things just came around on him. Zoop. Oh, that live too.
That would be the 80. That would be 13 of Anthony Galudi and 84 Gonzalez helped him around there.
Yeah, the 95 hour David, he just kind of locked it up, trying to get around. Remember, the tires cold here. To be patient on that stuff. The 29 to win. Also, you want Curtis to win. Okay. All right. Well, I'm taken by that last name, Preston and Preston, that you're related it somehow. Maybe brother, son, cousin. I don't know. Throw it out there at me. Maybe I'm in left field somewhere. Well, we know what this means. We're in the caution or Central, man. Title sponsor here for our cautions tonight.
Yes, they are.
Talking about. Ain't nobody got time for that. Flash up here or Central, man. I tell you what. I'm glad they came on board here. Title sponsor for our cautions here tonight. Good group there, and obviously, you know, Shetfield Graphics. Got them guys coming on board too.
Yeah.
I love all the great sponsors that come on board.
Mm-hmm. We've had a couple of good sponsors throughout the season, and these two have stuck around since the beginning.
Sure they have. Absolutely. Bring up the Shetfield Graphics right there for you, though, and get on the screen. To the pole and the white flag. Under caution here, first time tonight. Can't give that info, sorry. Oh, so you must be pretty. Well, I can't do anything about it, man. Facebook's running 720 to 1080, but let's see. Watch it on your phone. I'm gonna say by that comment there, probably little brother or something like that. But either way, Curtis is the man out here leading it. Either way, I like family members watching. Love it, man. Love the family members coming here supporting their, their driver. That's always awesome to see. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go green here. Pace car pulled in. We're going single file, old school.
I see that. Oh, you're right. The old school style. Pace cars in, Curtis out front, Matthew Rush there in second. Green flag, we're racing back here at Martinsville.
And Curtis gets a good run like he did on the first start. Matthew Rush is going to be right up on him, going down into turn 3 possibly.
And you know, this track here, obviously being, Martinsville's known for pretty much just kind of single groove. I mean, I know they've tried to repave it over the years and get it to be a multi-groove track, but really this place is just, for some reason, it sticks to kind of one groove.
Martinsville, if you can get a good setup, which is a fixed setup, or even if you're a good enough driver, you can make that outside groove work. Not the very outside by the wall, but one groove up from the very, very bottom.
Let's see what we got here. Harold Watkins hanging on the 10th place spot right there. You got the Buzz Lightyear paint job. That's a nice little paint job. I like that.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful paint job out there.
I see that. Another one out here I was looking at a minute ago. Nice ones out here tonight. I gotta give these guys credit. Oh yeah, right there. Nolan Potter. That thing is bright. Skittles, wild berry. I mean, you can see that thing kind of glows in the dark.
Caution.
See, that's Sean Smith. He's around. Oh, don't back it on the track. Now, come on, man. Don't back it on the track now. Man, see the other cars come. Don't back up. See what he's doing here. And the other thing we haven't really talked too much about here on Martinsville is coming off the turns. You know, going into the turn, you can use a massive amount of brake, but coming off the turn, you don't get that thing kind of straight before you hit the throttle. Let's go step right out from under us. We're watching old Sean Smith here. Right now, he's kind of out by himself. And pretty much just what I said right there. Came out of the turn. Just got a little bit too much throttle, and she just kept coming on around.
Yeah, and David Edwards looked at here under pace lap.
That.
Same thing happened.
Track must be a little slick right now.
Must be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I say, if you like what you see, hit a like and share. Like what you see, well, there's always a thumbs down button out there too. We appreciate you coming by. Him always used to get on to me about it. But I still enjoy you taking your time away coming on by.
Yeah, we appreciate all the fans out there tonight. Hope you're having a good Tuesday evening.
Oh, absolutely. All right, under caution here for the Oral Central. Here tonight for the RSR Racing League. And I'm gonna tell you what, if you're looking for a pretty good league, man, check these guys out to run here on Tuesday night. Yeah, they would definitely love for drivers to come in here. I'm not sure if they have any recruitment nights. Do they have any recruitment for it?
I think they're gonna have some kind of an ARCA series that they're gonna recruit some people in or something.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know if they were going to do that like that or not. Okay, under caution here. And I mean, this is just typical Martinsville. So far, the first two cautions pretty much just, you know, like we said, you got to be careful of these turns. Guys, it's kind of slipping up a little bit. And, you know, whoop, drive money.
Yep. I've done it a handful of times, just getting on the gas a little bit too early, and rear tires won't grab, and around she goes.
Seems like it's going to be single file night tonight.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it might be. I mean, we get to older tires on restarts where we go double file like we are here in this restart. You might see a couple of guys be able to make the outside work for the first couple of laps, but yeah, it's gonna come down to track position on the inside.
All right, well now we're going to a double file. Okay, been a little late on that one, but here we go, back at it. 2x2 all the way back. Pace cars in. Well, Curtis Preston been a man up front. Green flag. We're back at it again here at Martinsville.
Yeah, Matthew Rush got a real good start there. He's gonna look on the outside, not really. Nope, he's gonna contend on staying in the second place and hanging behind Preston.
You know what's going to be interesting is later on in the race, and the four's around. Somebody got a hold of the Hooters.
It's the big-ish one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
Well, I tell you what, somebody went up there, tapped the Hooters around.
And we just got the caution.
Yeah, a little late. I lately been throwing the cautions out a little late. I don't know. They must getting tired.
Yeah, the flag man fell asleep up there in the flag stand.
Tell you, did a dirt race last night, man, and cars are crashing all over the track, and heck, it took them forever for them to finally throw the caution. Like, what in the world? Didn't know what was going on.
I raced at Lima Land, and the car was completely turned around, stopped, 0 mile per hour, turned back around, stopped again, no caution. Just bit the bullet and continued on.
Yo, it amazes me. I watch that flag man they got up there. That guy's gonna rip his arm out one day.
Yeah, what's his name? His name is like Harry or something.
I don't know. I just call him the iRacing flag guy. I don't know what they named him.
I don't know.
But I don't
They
know.
had a name for him during the big broadcast, but
They did. Either way, he's
Oh,
gonna
Harry.
throw his arm out one day. That's what he's gonna.
and what do we got? Todd Badine driving the pace car?
Yeah, there we go. I'll tell you what, under caution here tonight, Martinsville, the RSR Racing League. Right now, it's the Ore Central title sponsor here for the cautions. It's been all Curtis Preston up front. Matthew Rush right there behind him, and Andrew Little on with him. And Jets Man Racing, let's go 68, 27, 75, 78. Sounds like lottery numbers right here. 68's Andrew Little. 78, that's Kevin, not even gonna try his last name. Illian, whatever. 75, Michael Martino. Say the other one. 27. Mark, Andre, and I have no clue on that last name.
Yeah, we'll just call him by Mark.
Yeah, we'll just say Mark and do it that way. Does that sound good, Mike?
I do believe that Mike Martino is the Mike Martino in 75.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't know, because it's Mike Martino the third. That's Mike Martino the third in the 75.
Well, if it is, same guy.
And I know he asked me about a Daytona race too. And Mike, I'm sorry, I'll get back to you on that one, my man. I know you asked me about it. I don't know if you've had it or not. I've been kind of busy lately, actually battling with it lately. I'd like to go and choke some of them, but hey, frustrating. Things out of my hands.
Looks like the pace car is just pulled in. We're going back to single file restart, old school style. Curtis Preston out in the front.
Mixing it up a little bit.
And Green is back out, and that was a good bit of checkup. He played a little game. Yeah, he did.
Know that. Everybody single file again here. Go back in the back of the pack. Oh, we got Daniel Gonzalez and Mark back here. 27. Now they're side by side. And then you got the there's Michael Martino in his face car.
The face car, the face mobile.
Oh, 27 went up there and man shot in the back of the 84 Daniel, then had to get out of it. Him a little bit of bumper love.
Daniel Gonzalez is man on a mission. He's wanting to pick off as many cars as he can. And he ain't letting anybody not taking that.
I love this shot right here I did, man. It's kind of like, I call it my helmet shot, man. When they have real life, kind of bounces around with the cars.
Uh-huh.
Like that. Oh, Michael, good save.
This mobile just about took a face full of concrete.
Yeah, look at old Daniel. Like you said, Daniel Gonzalez, man on the move here, ain't he?
Because he's being real aggressive here. I don't know if it's going to work out too well for the tires, but
Tires that went.
he got a stage caution about 55.
Well, now here's the thing too. He pitted on lap 2, 20-second pit stop, so he could be on new tires as opposed to everybody else. That's why he's come through the field pretty good. But that's another thing we didn't really talk about, because a couple cautions here kind of slowed it down. Is later on in this race, tire wear and tires. Everybody's going to be on a different set of tires here and there, so it's going to kind of mix everything up. I do like that Klondike car, J.R. Miller.
Yeah. Yeah, tires. Well, like I said back in Bristol, if you get a lot of restarts, you're going to chew through the rear tires restarting here.
Yeah.
So tire strategy, I wouldn't worry if you go green in a stage, which tonight's stages are 55, 55, and the last one's 85. Unless there's a lot of cautions, tires are going to be all right for all 3 stages.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is like tires is like we're going to see different pit strategies. So you're going to see some guys on older tires, some guys on newer tires. Always kind of makes it interesting as the race goes on.
My OG, they are banging each other right there in front of Daniel Gonzalez. I'm watching this battle right here. Michael
Right.
28 of J.R. Miller, they are tight in the corners, or they're just sending it in the corner.
Well, the 82 there, he's a lap down machine. He's trying to get out of the way, can let those guys go to work. Right there, Kevin behind him, and you got David Edwards right there along with him. Yeah, remember, I mean, it's just short track racing here, you know, Martinsville. That it's many different names. Basically, the paper clip, conveyor belt, whatever you want to call it. 2 drag strips and turns on the ends. Has many different names to it.
Yeah, they were getting a little heated up there, and there's a good little pack right in front of these 3.
Yeah, got another solid battle back here about the 18th place spot right there.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, that's a 4 or 5 tower battle for the top 15 about.
Yeah, they've been right there side by side the last several laps. They finally get single file there, but they were like side by side for, I don't know, solid last 5 or 6 laps or so.
Well, Scott Taylor's still taking it too wide on the 54 of Anthony Eunice.
Right, he's trying to hold it right there on the high side, see what he's got so far. Now, the one thing about this, green flag, the longer it goes, obviously, Curtis Preston, the man out front, he will start getting in lap traffic. And I always say, short tracks here like here, Bristol, or anywhere else, once you start getting into lap traffic, danger lurks around every corner.
Yeah, and speaking of lap traffic, he just put the first... Oh, he just put Mike Martino a lap down, and I do believe that will put
David
Martino in the lucky dog.
Edwards. Yeah, David Edwards. Boy, not the night he wants. Tore it up. Let's go back and watch, see what happened here. Or Central. Caution here.
It looks like he just lost it right out of the corner exit.
Watching it right here. He's coming down the back stretch. 3 and 4. And too much wheel spin. Came around and boom. Tore the whole front end off of it.
Yeah, he's going to need a fast repair if he's got one.
Well, like I say, appreciate everybody tuning in. We're here at the RSR Racing League here tonight. Under caution here for the Or Central. And all that man right there, Curtis Preston. You have to come in the pit, though.
Yeah, this is about that time where tires have gone green, tires have worn down. It looks like he may just stay out.
Yeah.
82 lap car pulling in. Now, what shocks me here is if you were at the back, I probably would have came in and gotten fresh rubber on the car. But even still, these guys have about 52 laps of fuel in these things under a green flag run, and stages are 55 laps. You figure
Cautions are helping them.
caution, you get one caution, that helps you out for the entire stage. Fuel ain't going to be a problem until we get to the 3rd stage at least, and that's even if we only go green in the final stage. Tire wise, these boys, they've got 4 sets down in the pits waiting for them, so I expect at least in the next 15 laps, when we get our stage caution, you'll see everybody shoot her down in and get some fuel and get some tires.
Yep. Man out front, and all Curtis. Right now. Yeah, it's just the way YouTube is. You're never going to be one-to-one on YouTube. Most streams you're never going to be one on either, but
YouTube and Twitch. That pace car is back in.
there
Single
it
file.
is. Single file. Damn, man, could have been Curtis loving these restarts here. Out front. We go.
You better
go.
watch the tire spin.
Yeah, that's where you're going to start.
For Curtis.
That's where you're going to start really seeing it here. Tire spin is going to be a thing you have to watch out for.
Yeah, there wasn't too much for Curtis, but on back, it looked like there was a little. Oh, they are door banging for the top 10, and again, top 10, they all get points here in 12 laps when we get to the stage end. So they're going to vie for all the points they can get.
They got Daniel Gonzalez right there. Kevin trying to see what he can get, but right now, J.R. Miller's the man hanging on to the 10th place spot.
He is. It's 1 point could be the difference of you being in the playoffs or being out of the playoffs.
Absolutely. All about the 84 machine right now. Let's see if he can't get up there in the top 10 right there. It's all Curtis Preston leading it. About to kind of single file. Let's go a little further back here in the pack. On about 21st position here, you got Anthony Lude, Jeffrey Knight and them back there. Got a little bit of good little battle going on.
Yeah, they're all digging it out for top 22 there at the back. They all want as much track position as they can possibly get, especially when you come down this short and narrow pit road in a few laps.
And also, with it being, with a single file like it is, too, the problem is when you're way back there in the back, like around 25th, 24th spot, but you're in danger with the leader because, this place is not that big. The leader doesn't have that far to go before he comes around and starts lapping cars.
About 22nd lap time.
Oh, 17 sent it. Kevin, boy, just sent it into the turn. Daniel Gonzalez. Sent it in there hot and heavy. We watched that one.
Yeah, you did.
Caution now.
Tough break for the 84 machine of Daniel.
That's going to put us into a, looks like a green-white for the H.
Yeah, it is.
Going to be close anyway.
I'm a strategy guy here.
All right, go ahead. Let me have it.
If you're not in the top 12, pull one in, get your tires and get your fuel, and then you can stay out for a stage break caution.
All right.
That's just me. That's just my strategy. And it looks like a couple are hearing to that strategy. Brock Potter and Mr. Scott Taylor, they've listened in on the strategy call there.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hey, Curtis is going to stay out, though.
Yeah, Curtis, he's wanting that playoff point and his 10 bonus points for winning a stage. There goes his teammate getting the wave around. Another thing about this league, there is now teams, so if you see a couple of cars out there running with very, very similar paint schemes, you know you are not seeing two of the same person, you are seeing two different people. They just got a different number and a different name.
Hey, what?
What?
What? What did you just say?
I said you're not seeing. You're not seeing double. You're seeing two people.
Run that by us one more time.
This league now has a team system, so if you see a couple of cars out there rocking similar paint schemes, you are not seeing double, you are seeing two different people with two different numbers. Such as the number 3 of Robert Fitzpatrick and the number 7 of Michael Hero for Clutch Motorsports.
Oh. Nice.
Gets even more trickier.
The second time explaining that sounded a little better than that first one there. That one kind of was like tongue twister.
Yeah, well, kind of what I'm looking at right here, back in 8th and 9th place. But pace car is in, and Curtis is about to get him hammered down for another 3 extra laps here.
Yes, he is. Here we go. Let's see if he can hang on and take that. And the cautions have helped him actually stay out through this entire stage. The green flag, and he gets another good jump. It's all Curtis Preston up front.
The top 3, they really got a pretty good jump, and I expect these 3 to hang on for the top 3 at the end of the stage.
Oh, yeah. So far, so good. And little one. Right now, Michael Shetfield. Want to run Shetfield Graphics?
Yeah, Sheffield Graphics is Michael Shetfield.
Well, he's doing good tonight then. Up in the 5th.
Yeah, as we come around to take lap 55, J.R. Miller's the last car.
All right, we got to get on to him though. We got to get on to him, because if it's Shetfield Graphics, why in the world don't he have Shetfield Graphics on that car? He got Yingling on that car.
Got a little logo right there on the side.
Yeah, that we can't see. Need it on the hood.
It'll be fine.
No. He needs him a Shetfield Graphics car. That's the stage.
Miller holds
Curtis.
Final point. Curtis wins.
Right, J.R. Miller with the Klondike machine. Right to it like that one. Curtis, stage winner tonight. Been all him out front.
Him and the Jim Beam machine.
Yes, it has.
Right, here's where I expect anybody that has not pitted within the last 10 laps coming down and pit.
All right.
And there we go. All of them coming in. Now, it's going to be interesting to see who just gets fuel. Because if you pitted 5 laps ago, you're going to be short on fuel if you go green for the final stage. That or you just stay out and you hope for like 2 cautions. Save your fuel. Like you're seeing a lot of guys doing there now.
It's been a good one here so far, so enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good race so far for the first 55 laps of this 185 lap total distance race at the paperclip. Clint Kamada picking up a little lucky dog here under this stage break, getting one of his 2 laps back. And it does look like top 6 adhered to my strategy earlier about if you're out of the top 12, pull on in and get you some tires and stay out for the stage caution.
Yeah, I think the cautions really helped them out there too. Earlier on, able to allow them to stay out as long as they were.
Yeah, it definitely did. It helped him run the entire stage with a tank of gas. But like I said, 55 laps of fuel in these cars tonight. Final stage, that may be a problem.
Absolutely. So here we go. Set to go back green flag here shortly. Good one under our first stage caution here tonight. Or Central caution here. All right. Been all Curtis running it. Been out front leading it.
Yeah, and he's
having a good one too.
Yeah, he's got to make his way through 6 cars this time. We'll see how his car handles within traffic.
Say. And as far as pit stops goes, see Anthony, the top 5 pitted at lap 48 and 40. Big 4 tires. Everybody else is sitting in the, well, Brock Potter pitted at lap 50. About 7 lap difference here. Tires. We're going to see if that's actually going to, how different that's going to play. I think as far as Anthony been out front, I think it's really, it benefits him. Back green.
Yeah, he controlled that restart perfectly.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good thing because I think track position.
24's knocking. Here he comes, looking on the inside, going down turn number 3. Scott Taylor is going to try to take it. He does. Out of turn 4, Scott Taylor, new leader, 24.
Taylor. Anthony Yance right there long in third. Daniel Gonzalez sitting in second. I think it still benefits the guy out front. Now, again, remember Curtis, he's right there. He's got to be patient coming through this field. Doesn't want to overdrive the car. Don't want to get caught up in anything. Just like that, boy. Woo!
Andre tags the 54 man. Good
he held on to it. He held on to it.
That caused a chain reaction. There was a couple guys getting nose damage back in the back.
Able to hold on to it though. It's a good job by him there.
Yeah,
Curtis was able to get through it.
Yeah, Curtis got through that counts. 2, Zach got a little bit of nose damage when he hit the back end of the 16 of Matt Ockbrock, and Matt got a little damage from the 5, and 5 got a little damage from the 34. I
think damage here obviously been such a short track shouldn't be too bad. They'll be able to bounce back from that and whatnot. Let's see what happens here. The race goes on. Scott Taylor, the man out front, leading it. Daniel Gonzalez there in second. Kevin sitting up in the third, and Brock Potter there in fourth. Moves up a little bit. Getting set to go back green.
Mark getting the EOL for fault to the caution.
All right, Daniel Gonzalez, right there.
Yeah, Daniel Gonzalez, he likes to drive aggressively tonight. I think he's a underdog favorite to win tonight.
Could be. I mean, he's right up front there. Looking good so far.
Yeah. So far, your biggest mover is that 17 of Kevin sitting right there in third. He's started 24th and he's up to the top 3 now.
I give a shout out to the 4 car there. Remember, he got spun earlier. Brock Potter back up to 4th though.
Yeah, all under the tire strategy, fuel strategy.
Yeah. So able to bounce back. Clean looking machine there in the 4. See what happens. I mean, anything can happen here. Short track racing. all kinds of strategies play out.
Yeah.
Here we go. On back green. Here we go. Back green. Martinsville style. Boy, I tell you what. Scott says he's going to get out of town and moved it out.
Yeah, that was a very spread out restart. I don't know. Somebody got caught sleeping in the 5th place. Oh, we already got a caution back out.
Jeffrey Knight. See what happened back here on the restart. A little checkup back there in the back. And yeah, the field just didn't get going. Watching this, cause yeah, it looks like an accordion effect. They were going, they were not going, they were going. He was going, and then he just loops it out of the turn.
Yeah, cold tire effect. Tell you what, that caution helps is Curtis. That wasn't very good, very pretty restart.
No, it wasn't.
They were a little bit more spread out than I'm assuming the race control would have liked.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, that was a little bit, but I mean, you know, single file, you just never know what's going to happen. Here we go. Got Taylor and company. Daniel Gonzalez up front, Kevin there in 3rd, Brock Potter 4th. Curtis Preston rounds top 5. So going back to single file again. And the single file restart, I will have to say here, being that this track is so hard to pass to, it's going to benefit the leader.
Yeah, it definitely helps out the leader a good bit. Ooh, we almost had contact under yellow.
I saw that.
Come on, boys. Don't scare us like that.
Got a little overzealous there, didn't he?
Yeah, there's Clint Mata picking up a wave around, a lucky dog. That'll
Right.
put Clint on the lead lap.
Nice, nice. Well, it's been a good one here tonight so far. A typical short track racing. That's basically what you can say on this one.
Yeah, it's a byproduct of Martinsville and short track racing in general.
All right, let's go back green.
Pace car shut its light off. Flagger gives the drivers the 1 to green symbol once again. We're about to go back to green flag racing.
Oh yeah. There we go. Back green. Green flag. We're back at it again.
Yeah, once again. Oh, tire
saw
spin! That was a little hold breath moment.
There it was. He held on to it coming out of the turn.
As I was about to say, Top 5 got a little jump there on the restart, and it looks like Danny Gonzalez wants to play around with Scott Taylor and get this lead. He ain't playing her, and we got another caution.
On the caution. All right,
Nice.
I'm gonna be off the mic for about a minute. Wife's gonna run the vacuum cleaner over here.
Okay.
So, unless y'all want to hear it in the background, she needs to clean the spill up right fast.
Oh, here you go, folks. Jay's wife is going to do some house cleaning.
Yeah.
Got any house cleaning tips for the folks out there?
House cleaning tips. Hold the vacuum up right. I don't know.
Oh boy. Looks like Michael Martino is the cause for that caution there. Should allow Jeffrey Knight now to have a lucky dog and be able to get back on the lead lap again. Yep, there he goes. Jeffrey Knight picking up a lucky dog under this yellow flag. You got that right, Ethan. Vacuum noise intensifies. The Orr Central caution flag. Get all your cars over in Kansas. I forget where in Kansas, so I'd have to look that back up. Over in Oklahoma City, if you're looking for a new or used Nissan, get you some or Nissan Central car. If you're just tuning in, we are lap 80 of 185, a little over 100 to go. Pace car driver Todd Bodine has shut the pace car lights off once again here at the half-mile speedway of Martinsville. We're getting set to go back. Green flag racing. Scott Taylor out there with the lead for Clutch Motorsports. Heading to turn 3. Here we go. Driver's getting ready. Flagger has green flag out in the hand, and they're on it. Green flag is back out here at Martinsville for the RSR Racing League. Scott Taylor with a little bit of a jump on that start, but Daniel Gonzalez he's gonna be on the back bumper. Gonzalez in the 84 been aggressive all night long. He's gonna look on the outside of the 24. No, he is not. They're gonna single file it out, at least for the top. Yeah, I'd say top 15 or so. Daniel's looking, he's lurking. He might try to go for the lead. Curtis pressing, power move by Curtis on the outside on the 17 of Kevin. Curtis
Good move, huh?
led a little bit earlier. Yeah, pretty good move. Ooh, Scott, a little bit tight. Daniel's going for the lead. He's got it. Going into turn 3. Now does Curtis take advantage? Curtis, he's going to make advantage of this. There you go. Almost door banged each other. Curtis now in second. Here comes Kevin shoving it in. He shoved the 24 up the track. Here comes Brock Potter. He's shoving the 24. 24 is a ping pong ball right now.
That's what you got to do, man. The door's open. You got to just kind of run through it.
Yeah, you do. Daniel, a little loose out of turn 4. Here comes Curtis looking on the outside, going down in turn 1. a little loose, tight. This is getting hairy out front. Curtis, you just got to be a little bit patient here. Patience is key.
Yeah, I think
Stage
we need to be
ending
patient
till
right
lap
now.
110. Here he
He's
goes,
got it,
left
though.
on
He's
the
got the
inside.
tires on the inside of him right now, and I think he's going to take that lead away from him.
Yeah, he is. There he goes. Curtis
That's
back
all
up on the
tires.
lead. All tires, baby. Good little battle right behind it. Scott Taylor trying to hold off a hard charging field.
Got Brock right there sitting in the 6th place spot, and Andrew Little along with him. Anthony Jans right there.
They're all right there. Caution is out. And that may have just saved Michael Martino from going a lap down.
That the stage?
No, that wreck. There's a wreck somewhere.
Yeah, nobody jumped up on or showed up on my thing. That's what I was saying.
Turn 1 and 2, it looks like looks like David Edwards just got a little sideways. Had a little help from the 7 and Michael Hero. They saved it. That was a quickie little slide into the corner.
Start watching here. Him on the outside right there, David. And you see the 7 on the inside of him right there, Michael. And they just go side by side, and
Whoop.
that brought the yellow out?
Yeah,
Really? Ow.
I guess. I don't know. Well, it's iRacing. We don't know what goes on with caution.
Admin threw that one. That was crazy.
That was crazy. Got Curtis Preston on the move right there under that little restart. He restarted 5th, I do believe, and he made his way all the way into the lead.
We got to remember, he is running on about almost 10 lap newer tires. That really is
More
helping
like
him right there.
5.
Really, well, fitted at lap 57.
Yeah,
he pitted at lap
but
57. Kevin
like,
pitted at 48.
Yeah, but like a couple of those were caution laps. More about 5 green flag.
Either way, 10 lap difference tires. Half don't lie. So that's going to help him in the long run on green flags. Have to see here. That's what I was saying later on. Is this what makes it interesting? This is why I like the tire limit stuff, because this has made it. It makes the racing very interesting because you get guys on older tires, you get guys on newer tires.
You get guys that catch a good caution and they can hit a little earlier than the rest and gain all kinds of track position.
That's right. You know, it's not always. I mean, you know, obviously, you know, you've got your fast guys. You know, you come out week in and week out to see the fast guys. But now I feel like you have to put the whole package together with the tire limit, because it brings in a whole new perspective. You can't just every time a caution comes in, go jump in and get tires like they used to. Now it's where you got to be a little more strategic. You know, kind of like the real racing. You know, when do you do it? You don't.
I've really liked it.
I have too. Yeah, me too.
The lights have been shut off by Todd Bodine there. Pace car will shoot her on down pit road once again. RSR going by green. Curtis Preston out front. Good jump.
Green flag. We're back racing here at Martinsville.
Yeah, Curtis got a pretty good jump. Kevin and Daniel got a jump together, and Scott Taylor he's got a good little gap back to Matthew Rush. Matthew Rush, we haven't talked about too much tonight. He's up in top 5 now.
Absolutely. So far, so good. Like I said, out front. Curtis been the man right there. Kevin's hanging on the second. Daniel Gonzalez up the third. Caution out. That's going to be old Grant Canfield around in the back. Pour it all to pieces.
Oh, and Michael Martino, last second.
Oh, bumped him in the back a little bit.
Looks like Grant had a little bit of help from the two.
All right. Caution for Ore Central here tonight. Speedway at RSR Racing League. See who comes on pit road this time and who stays out. A couple guys in the back there. Are they going to jump on down pit road?
Yeah, this is about the time where you're going to do an early pit. Now's the time to do it.
Absolutely.
The way I see it is the final stage is 75 laps. You get about 55 laps of fuel. I don't think you can save 20 laps. They're at least going to have to make a pit stop in the final stage.
Yeah,
so if you're at the back, come in, get a set of tires, stay out at stage end like we've seen Kevin, Daniel, and Scott do. And you have the track position, and you can control the setting a little bit more.
There you go.
And it's been working out pretty well for Kevin, Daniel, and Scott. They're all hanging right in top 4, top 5.
There we go. All right. Down front, Curtis, Eden. Caution here. Go.
About 10 to go to the stage end as well. Who's holding on to the... Looks like Michael Sheffield's the last man holding on to a bonus point.
Yeah, we'll be coming up here on this stage here pretty soon.
Yeah, lap 110.
They've hung with that single file restart here most of the race so far.
Yeah, and I kind of like it. It seems to be working out all right for these guys.
It does. I take it back again. I really feel it does, especially on a track like this. Now, maybe some other tracks might be a little different. A track like this really does benefit the leader. So I won't be surprised if later on we see somebody take a 2-tire stop later in this race to try to get that track position up front if it keeps going to single file like it is. But either way, going back green. Curtis Preston, the man out front.
Yeah, he's got a good jump. No tire spin for him. Kevin had a little bit of tire spin on that restart. Here comes Daniel. He's going to look for second. Yeah, he's a little bit older tires. That ain't going to work.
Good run. Everybody's kind of nose to tail right now. Modulating around this place here at Martinsville. Little track here. Getting close to age number 2 here tonight.
Yeah, and you're going to want to look at the top 10. Sheffield's the last guy hoping to pick up a bonus point tonight. Oh, Anthony Hughes sending it on Brock Potter. That will shuffle it.
That hurt, but it went 3 wide for a minute.
That shuffles it a little bit. Oh, that will shove Anthony Eunice. Here comes David Edwards looking for a bonus point. Oh, caution. I think Edwards just got in the point right there.
Go back and watch, but I tell you what, yeah, you're guys just overdriving a little bit there. It can happen here in the turns. Watch what happened to Jeffrey here. Earlier in the night, he just lost it. Looks like it might be another deal just come out of the turn, and that thing just step out from under him here as nobody's around him right now.
Yeah, just stepped out and ran under.
Yep, there we go. Punched the nose in on it. Curtis has got to be the man loving the cautions right now.
Yeah, you gotta imagine, so. Now, once again, we're 5 laps to the stage break. Your 12th one back, come in, get your tires, get your fuel. If anybody's out there listening, that's racing. Or spotters, if there's any spotters out there. Hey, your driver, come on in, get your tires, get your fuel under this caution, stay out. At the stage break caution, you're going to be up front. And then everybody pretty much has to pit in the final stage. Guaranteed.
Sounds like a strategy to me.
Put Mono's back down 2 laps by the lap.
All right, let's go back green.
Now let's take an appreciation of how beautiful this track is at nighttime.
Oh yeah, it's not, and you know, it hasn't had lights here very. Actually, I think it's this first year, maybe second year, it had the lights on.
Well, they installed the lights, I think, back in 2018, but this year was going to be the first. Or well, yeah, this year is the first year they decided to use lights here. Or at least in real life, they installed the lights. This year was the first year they installed the lights on iRacing.
That, right.
But it is a very beautiful track under the lights. Makes these cars shine. Makes the sparks show up even better.
Yeah, it does. It does.
As pace car lights are turned off once again. RSR going back green.
Yes, it is. Here we go.
It's gonna be a quick one too, as Curtis gets back on the guy. Oh, Daniel Gonzalez spinning the tires. That's gonna affect a lot of guys. As we go back here and look at the battle for the top 10, this is gonna get heated as we come to, I think this is like one to go to the stage break.
Might be. Battle's on up front. Kevin's trying to pull in as close as he can, but just don't know if he's got enough to catch old Curtis there.
Does he send it? He's gonna send it. Going into turn 3.
Yeah.
Not close enough for the bumper. Oh, Gonzalez gets turned!
Caution, stage 2 there. Curtis Preston, the man, gonna win it.
Oh man, caution right as Gonzalez gets turned by the 24. 24 just tagged him going down in turn 3. And that's your stage caution as well.
Yes, it is.
I think Gonzalez that hurt Gonzalez. He was fixing to pick up a pretty good amount of points there, and just so happened to get turned and dropped out of the top 10. As we can see, everybody's pitting under this
That's for
yellow.
Curtis not pitting on this one.
Yeah, Curtis is pitting. Kevin ain't pitting. That's kind of shocking. Interesting little call here by Kevin to not come down and get service done. As you can see there's a heap load of cars that pitted on that lap 100 caution or that lap 105 caution, and Curtis, this is correct, and when they come back around and that cycle's through completely, Curtis is going to be restarting clear back in 14th. That's a lot of cars that adhered to the little strategy a little bit ago.
Alright. I'll restart here. We get set to go back. Green flag here. Under the stage caution 2 here tonight. And what's been all Curtis leading it.
Yeah, cycled around. Curtis is back there in 13th. He's got a good bit of cars come up through, and it is a long race. We got 75 laps to go when we go, roughly 70 to go when we go back green. But we still got possible fuel pit stop at some point. It all depends on how the cautions fall. If you get a caution within the next... You need a caution to come out after 20 laps, and then fuel is good. Other than overtime. As pace car pulls her on in. Kevin, 1 point. Restart's pretty good. No
Yes,
tire spin, nothing. Sheffield riding along in second. He's the new guy up front now, with David Edwards up in the top 3 now as well.
Well,
A lot of new faces.
didn't pit. He hasn't pitted since lap 48.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned on that, unless he's banking on a caution quick enough so he can come in, get fuel and tires.
You know what that tells us, though? I mean, how... We said, what, 50-some laps on fuel?
Yeah,
He's running over 50-some laps right now.
I said 55 laps if you go green.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, he's went right away.
well, we've had a lot of cautions as well, so this just goes to show you how much you can save under caution.
Yeah, no doubt. And it also proves another point of what I was talking earlier. Track position. I mean, look how old his tires is compared to, let's say, like Robert Fitzpatrick or Curtis. I know we're under caution right there, but under Curtis real quick, who had pitted at lap 111, I mean, it just goes to show you if you can get out front. Hard to pass here. Greg Burns in the wall.
Hey, Sean Smith lost it coming out of turn 2 and
Greg paid
smacked
the price
it.
for it. Watch a replay right here again. Everybody loves Rex. I think Craig was just wrong place, wrong time there.
Oh, Craig got turn going down in turn 3. There was 2 different incidents on this caution.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Sean
First started out with
Smith.
Sean Smith, and there's Craig. Yeah, Craig actually lost it. Sean behind him actually got into the wall, and then Craig, like I say, got a little help from the 7 there, and then they got tangled up in the wall. So, boom.
Yeah.
Brought it out here, but you know we were talking. Now Kevin is coming on pit road after we were talking right now. But it just shows you. I said it earlier in the race. I mean, you got to look at Michael Shetfield. He pitted at lap 57. I really feel like if you're up front and you've got several cars behind you, you're in a good position to be up there. I think somebody's going to take note and try to get that track position later on.
Yeah.
Strategy. Got to play the strategy game.
Always strategy here in RSR. You gotta save your tires till you need them, and fuel plays a factor, and caution play a factor, and sleepy guy plays a factor.
Absolutely.
And momentum.
This track's not a big momentum track. Not like some of the other. This one's kind of like a hey, you don't get run over.
It's more like if it's a white flag, I'm shoving the guy in front of me.
Yeah.
Out of the way. I don't care.
Pray you don't get run over.
Well, Curtis went from 13th on that restart. He's back up to 9th. But he does have all those guys in front of him that have 5 green flag laps of tires left. 5 green flag laps of tires more.
Yeah.
But again, track position, man. 8 cars is a lot, especially going single file restart.
That's what I was saying. I think if you're out front like Michael is, and you've got 7, 8 cars behind you, I really feel like being out front, like I said, in the single file restarts. Now, if it's a double file, it might be a little different. But I think with the single file, it benefits that leader so much because he can get the jump out there, and it's so hard to pass here too. So I think right now, like where Curtis is sitting, these cautions might help him to keep the field bunched up. But if this thing does go long green flag run, it actually could hurt Curtis where he's sitting at. We'll just have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, they go green. Michael out with a good jump there over the 95 of David Edwards.
Absolutely.
Here comes Matt Ockbrock looking for 3rd. He's gonna get it. Coming out of 4th. Ockbrock up to 3rd. And we got another caution. As the 2 almost tagged the 7.
Oh, caution there. Hey.
Looks like some incident at the back.
Heavy.
Ooh. That is... Whoa. Boy. Nolan Potter got the worst of that one.
Out.
Don't look like Curtis was able to make up any spots under that restart. As these cautions come out, the laps wind down. We burn up about 4 or 5 laps under caution here. You figure that adds up.
Yeah, and we've seen all night long where it's benefited these guys under here under the caution and stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely beneficial.
Right. Martinsville Speedway here, short track racing here for the RSR Racing under caution for the Oil Central. Title sponsor for the cautions here tonight.
And down here in Ridgeway, Virginia.
Absolutely. Let me know who your favorite driver is out there.
Let us know your favorite underdog driver, too.
That too.
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe those two up front are teammates.
Who's that?
Sheffield
Michael
and
and David.
yeah.
They are. SJR Racing. Yeah, also David Edwards, Curtis, Preston is also, and Matt Opbrock. So actually, the top three are all teammates. There we go. Well, you know they would love to get Curtis up there if they could, then make it a top four sweep for that team.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Talk about dominating.
And that was Grant Canfield back in 25th running for my team.
That's not good. He ain't stepping up.
Alright, green flag is back out. Sheffield in control. Here they go.
There he is. Hey, the top three guys, all teammates there, but he got Harold sitting there in fourth, Michael up in the fifth, and right now you got Zach and Robert there, duking it out a little bit.
Ooh, Zach.
Whew, got up underneath him, didn't he?
Yeah, he tagged him a little bit. Oh, here comes Curtis, shoving it. He shoved the three out of the way. Curtis making a move. He's trying to hard charge up through this pack. He knows the laps tick down real quickly here at Martinsville. 20 seconds a lap. You do 3 laps in a minute. And you got 50 to go. Not a whole lot of time to get her done. Oh, he is sending it in hard. His back end kicked out there going down in turn number 3.
Yeah, good race right there between them. It'll be interesting to see when these guys make their pit stops. Can everybody kind of single file right now? Curtis trying to see if he can't move through the field. Remember, he's on a good set of new tires, and the problem is getting through this field. That's the problem.
Yeah, it can be a problem here getting through the field. If you gotta be smart about it, but you don't want to take too much time because, well, and we got a caution. But
Kevin,
that's what I'm saying. You don't want to take too much time.
Yeah, mowing the grass.
How much grass?
No, we a little bit.
I'd like to mow this track.
Yeah, there wouldn't be much to it. See what happened to him. He got off into the turn. Cars in front of him battling right there. And oh, it looks like he just locked the tires up. And that thing just stepped out from under him when he locked them up. Too much brake bios on that thing or something.
Yeah.
Lucky didn't get in though.
Yeah, it looks like there's a couple of guys up front that shot her in the pit. Ooh, Curtis is one of them.
Michael Shedfield. Curtis
Michael
on pit road.
Curtis.
Okay, so
Interesting call.
Yeah, I see that. I think kind of early, don't you think?
Yeah, I'd imagine. I mean, I don't know how much fuel you can save though. Like, if you're able to save fuel decently enough, caution-wise, that might hurt them more than help.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm with you on that one. I mean, that's because, you know, we talked about track position too. You got to think about it again. He's going to be marred way back in the pack there. There's only going to be, what, about 45 laps maybe a little less than 45 when we go back green. It's going to put Curtis way back in 18th spot. We've already seen he wasn't making ground up there even when he was in the top 10. So, and obviously we know everybody else in front's going to have to pit. We know that, but then again, if the cautions keep falling like they are, my thing is obviously Curtis can go the rest of the way from this on. The thing about it is, though, would he want to? That's another question is, would you want to, let's put the scenario out. Even if if everybody in front of him pitted with about 20 to go, if everybody pitted like that and he came out in the leader, you're going to be on about 25, 30 lap old tires. Would you want to be out front like that? I don't know. What's that if his strategy pays off? I don't know. It's just
there was just not enough cars that came in with them.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same way. Yeah.
20 laps green and 20, 30 laps green, we get a caution. Everybody comes in, gets fuel, gets tires. There's only 3 of you out there.
That's what I'm saying. It would almost still force his hand to come in, and the problem is if he comes in with them, he's still going to be marred back in traffic. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's a good call. Maybe it'll work out, hopefully, for him. But I just really feel like in track position all night long play a factor. And I just think this pit strategy here, I'm like you. I think there's not enough guys that came in with him. But either way, we'll see. Matt Upbrock out front.
I know a little bit of games on the field that time.
He says, I'm out of here.
Here comes Andrew Little, somebody we haven't talked about. He's up now in the top 5.
Yes, he is. Run for him tonight.
He's got about the most clean car out there.
Yeah. That's the one thing about old Martinsville, Bristol, place like that. You don't come out of here with old pristine cars.
You come out here with a pristine car, you start and park it.
Yeah, pretty much. You hang out in the pit most of the night or something, but good run with him right there. Anthony Yons right there, and old girl J.R. Miller around. Oh, Klondike the wall.
What would you do for a Klondike, man? Come on, iRacing, caution! That was scary, to say the least, for Brock.
Well, they got the caution.
They got the caution, but about one fender too late on that part.
Let's see. Well, he had a little help there. AR did. And Michael Shepfield's around too. Clint's around in that one.
Yeah, and right as soon as they toss that caution, here comes the leader, and Brock just tags the 82 in the fender.
Ouch.
Anxiety.
Yeah. Getting up here at about 35 to go.
And those 3 that pitted this last caution, they are still back 40. Sheffield just did not make any spots up. Preston and Edwards, they made a couple of spots up, but caution laps just, they tick down as quick as a green flag around here.
Yeah, they are. All right. Yeah. Come down to being an interesting one here because of pit strategies and whatnot.
Yeah.
What do you think he can pull it off? Do you think he can pull it off here?
Who pulled off?
Think that the and out front there can pull it off?
Somebody in the top 3 is gonna win it.
All right. Good call. Caution here.
Well, we could have a couple of wrecks up front, and Curtis comes back and shocks the world.
Ah, well, that's true. It can happen.
Well, Clint Mata, 1 lap down, he could win it if everybody else kills each other. I like to say, I came back from a lap down and had a good chance of winning at Martinsville before, so it ain't out of the question here.
All right.
RSR shoved her down on the pit road, and we're about to go back green. See what kind of games Altbrock plays on the field this time around. He's going early. There he goes. Big jump. I like it when the leader mixes up the restart game.
Yeah, it does, and he's done it really good. So Matt right now out front leading it. Harold right there in second, Saxon in third, Robert up there in the fourth, and Andrew hanging on the fifth. I say the battle's on here for about second place, though.
Oh! Back at the back for 13th. Scott Taylor and David Edwards, they tagged each other coming out forward.
Oh.
Battle top for 8th place. 3-car battle between Gonzalez and Potter. Oh
and
boy.
54.
Here comes Eunice. Shoves the 4 out of the way.
Anthony
Here comes
Eunice.
17. 17's lurking.
Anthony Eunice right there, and the 17 comes in just a little bit. And we got side by side so far.
Yeah, we do. Now, where's Curtis right here? Where is Curtis at? Curtis is right behind these fellas. He's right behind these fellas. He's right in the mix of these fellas. He's got to be a little patience here. A little bit of patience, Curtis.
Anthony
Caution.
around.
Oh, Kevin in round 2. Right in front of Curtis.
Got Anthony Lude. See what happened to him here on the restart. There's caution here. And the replays back there in the back, and he's right near where JR is. Oh, maybe him and JR got
a little bit of help
together.
from JR.
Over down on the inside right there. He had to check up, and when he checked up, JR just got right into the back of him. Kind of one of them accordion effects there.
And Kevin lost it right after the caution came out, right in front of Curtis, too.
All right, here we go. Right, green.
Got about 30 laps left. Just 30 laps to go. Plus overtime.
Closer ones here.
Curtis now up to 10th. 30 laps to do it. He's got to be patient, and if these guys get too wide in front of him, it's going to make it even harder to get by.
Yeah, it is.
Kevin comes down for some service to that automobile. He was part of that. He wasn't a part of the wreck, but he did whip it right as the caution came out out of turn number 4.
It has been a good one so far. These guys have just been out here battling it out back and forth. Front looking good so far. I'm just surprised that he's still out there. I'm just wondering when this guy's going to pit. Now, Matt pitted at lap 97. We know he can't go the whole entire distance. So, it's going to be interesting to when he actually, I say, goes back out. Or when he comes in for a pit stop.
Yeah. I mean, I have no clue how many laps you can save under cautions. I mean, I figure you can save 20 laps if you get enough cautions, but I don't think you can.
Yeah. That's a lot. That is a lot. Been fooled before, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, crew chiefs have lied to us a couple of times this year.
Mm-hmm.
Say they can go 55, but then they go 60 on us. As green flag is back out. Op brought pretty good game there again.
It does. Restart out front, like you said. Matt, he is utilizing that restart well.
Yeah, he is. 25 laps to go. Curtis almost got in the back of the 84.
Yeah, this is where it's going to get a little, treacherous and etchy for him. He's going to have to be a little bit patient. Those guys are all single file there, and this is what I'm saying. It's just hard to pass and come through the field.
Yeah, anyone's got to watch is going to be Curtis as we got another caution out there.
Michael Hero. Hero.
That's
what I'm going to say.
It's French.
Oh, okay.
That's what he told me.
Oh, I gotcha. See what happened here. And running toward the back here a little bit. Just replay here. Old Martinsville, anything can happen. This play, just looped it coming out of the turn, smashed inside the wall. Whamma.
Yeah. Tough break. Other tough break for this caution is Curtis. These laps are just gonna wind down under yellow, and it's gonna make he's gonna have to get on it more under green. He can't just pick off one spot. He's gonna have to send in and grab 2 per corner.
Yeah, and I just oh, hey.
Yeah, we're gonna have about 20 laps to go. Curtis has to pass 7 cars if he wants to win tonight. That is almost 1 car every 3.5 laps.
It's a lot. Let's see what happens.
Correction, every 3 laps he's got to pass 1 car. And the tires have just gotten more equalized too.
Yeah, and that's the problem, like where Curtis is sitting at. Like what you just said, over the course the tires will get more equaled out. I'm interested to see, though, can Matt go the entire distance? Because at some point, here's what's going to happen. 21 to go, we're getting to that point. You pretty much made your bed, you're going to have to lay in it. He's not going to be able to pit, or he's pretty much throwing the race away. And that goes for about everybody else behind him. So I'm going to say within the next probably 5 to 7 laps, if he does not pit in that time frame, really, I'm going to say probably now he should be. But I will give him at least another 5 or 7 laps. If he doesn't, you're all not going to have to pretty much just go the entire distance if he can.
Yeah, and that's another thing that's going to scare me is, like, they got to pit. They're going to have fresh tires.
Well, there's not enough time. But there's not enough time. That's what I'm getting at. Is there's only 20 laps to go.
Yeah.
But at this point, there's just not enough time for him to come through the field, because Curtis is staying out. Andrew, Matthew, Daniel, and all those guys are pretty much going to stay out. And when that happens, there's just no way. I mean, you've got a lot of other guys, pretty much about the whole field in the back there is going to stay out. So at this point, those top guys are going to have to. Now, they keep getting this right here. We're under caution. They might be able to save enough fuel as Mark spins it around there in the 27. They might be able to save enough fuel. I don't think the tires have become an issue. They could go the distance on the tires. It's the fuel I'm looking at, but long way. I mean, you're talking about 80-some laps.
Yeah. If he does not come in here, it's pretty well sealed the bag on not coming in for the entire race. And these caution laps, they are just hurting Curtis. Now he's got to pass a car every 2 laps or so. Yeah, like every 2 laps.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, with the fuel mileage like it is, and obviously we've had an abundant amount of cautions, and the guys have, paced a lot, and we do know, that with pacing, obviously you can save a lot of massive amount of fuel out here, especially if he's, turning the engine off and on or clutching or whatnot. But he's going to have to save, like you said, well over 20-some laps. And I'm going to tell you that if he wins this race, that's an amazing feat. I got to give him my hats off to him.
Well, even the rest of the top 7, didn't they all come in about the same time as us, Brock?
That's what I'm saying. Well, you've got, you can't just talk about Matt, but you've got Harold, who came in at lap 96. Zach came in at lap 96. Now, Robert came in at lap 104. Now, you got to go back to Andrew and Matthew and Daniel. They all came in at lap 111 and 112. So, yeah, they're a little newer tire-wise and fuel-wise. They're probably going to be the closest that's going to be good. And obviously, we know Curtis, who came in at lap 137. We know he can go the whole entire distance. No problem at all. It's amazing that those top 3 have stayed out like they have.
Yeah, I'm just... If we get any green, white checkers, I'd be even more concerned.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And again, who knows? He could run out here at the end. What's up, Tom? How you doing, man? This is going to be a good one. I think here, we're under caution here at Martinsville. Obviously, like you said, green, white checker could play a factor in this one. Matt Ockbrock. Now, remember Curtis and Matthew and all them, they're all teammates. Remember, they came in the pits early on. Matt was the only one that stayed out. Now, it'd be amazing to hear what the conversation would be in that crew as to, they're probably going, yay, go, Matt, go. But then they're probably going, I don't know. Is this going to work?
Yeah. Yeah. Pace car pulls in. Got about 12 to go.
That's go time here. Like we said, Martinsville style green flag. And Matt has gotten that jump every time. That's what he needs out front.
That's the only thing keeping him up front is getting the jump every restart. That's helping him significantly.
Absolutely. Robert right there. He's pushing and shoving Andrew Little. Ouch. Well, you can tell these guys are getting, the urgency, man, is starting to slip up here. They're wanting to go.
Here comes Curtis looking on the outside. Outside group just does not work here as good as any other track. He's got to send it. He's just got to send it now.
Yeah, he has nowhere to go, and that's the problem with a place like Martinsville, just nowhere to go.
He just showed that! Does not!
Done.
That is not what you want to do.
I'm going to tell you what, let's go back and watch that again. We watched it live, but man, Curtis, I think he meant to do the bump and run, but it just bumped a little too hard. The problem is, it didn't scoop the 84 up the track. It shot him into the wall. When it shot him into the wall, he bounced off, and guess what? Curtis was in the wrong place, the wrong time, and wow. But let's watch it one more time. I was watching it live there, and I feel like it was just going to be just a little bit of love tap. Here you go. Yep, he just did a little bump and run. The problem is he caught the wall and came right back up the track in front of him. Ouch.
Yeah, what happened there is, I think the 84 just had hit brakes, and Curtis thought he was going to do a little bump and run, and brakes and bumping just do not coincide with each other.
That pretty much does end Curtis's opportunity, and like I said before, a track like this, disaster lurks at every turn. It definitely was right there. Unfortunate. Wow.
Now you got David Edwards, the other teammate of that crew. He's up in the 7th. He pitted with Curtis back on the lap 130. He's got 6 cars to pass, and he's going to have about 3 laps. That's 2 cars a lap.
Yeah, it's just not going to. I think right now it's all Matt out front. He's the man in charge. Again, I got to give my hats off to the top 3 guys. It is well respectable what they've done fuel-wise. And if they hold the top 3, it'll be interesting to hear what they got to say, because for them to save this amount of fuel, and folks, just to give you an idea of what we're talking about out here. Fuel-wise, okay, they're running on 36% fuel load. It's approximately 45 laps is what it says, and Corey was talking about earlier, make it go 52 laps. Well, he pitted on lap 97. He's going to have to go over 85 laps, and he's done it so far.
Yeah, he's stretched this field. If he makes it to the finish with the fuel, we're gonna have to ask him how much fuel he's got left, because I don't think he's gonna have all 3 of them. All 3 of them are top 3 are all on the same fuel strategy right now.
Amazing. I mean, I tell you what, those are the guys you want to take on a long vacation if you're trying to save money on your fuel mileage or whatnot, because they've done it. Whew. All right, going to be interesting here. Like you said, get to the closing laps. Now, remember, when I'm probably about 4 or 5 to go, actually about 4 to go when they go back green. We always say there's that possibility still going to have a green-white checkered here tonight. Also, though, if they get to the white flag, it won't matter if they kill each other on the track. It's not throwing a caution there. So you can already see what Harold and Zach are doing. You can see that they're right there. You can tell they're saving fuel. They're turning the motors off, because you can see them backing up, coming forward. So it's got to be close. It's got to be close.
Good jump. That's what he needs to do. Doing it for the past 80 laps.
And you know who's probably sitting back here with his fingers crossed? Oh, Robert Fitzpatrick sitting right back here. Never mind. No! Top 3 going.
There they go.
Oh, are you kidding? Caution.
We're going to overtime, boys.
Okay, we got to recap this one here. All right, let's go back on the caution because this was crazy. Robert Fitzpatrick was sitting there in 4th, and I was about to say he's a pretty man with his hands crossed, hoping the top 2 guys, the top 3 ran out of fuel, but he got into the back of the 2. The 2 shot it up and into the 22, but then he came out of the next turn and looped it himself for a caution. So let's watch it again here real quick. He's heading off into the turn. He drove it in there. He got in the back just a little bit of the 2, and the 22 clipped, or the 2 clipped 22, and then he just lost it out of the turn. Crazy. Crazy. Wow.
That opens I don't even know who this opens the door up for anymore.
Andrew Little. I mean, he is right there. Now, it looks like they're giving back Robert's position. Did they give it back to him?
No, not yet, but they're giving back his spot.
Well, he spun after the caution. Caution came out, then he spun down the back stretch. Now, I don't know how that works. I don't know if you spin under a caution like that and you automatically lose your positions or what. I don't know. Sometimes iRacing's crazy about that stuff. I know in real racing you'd lose your positions. They're not going to give it back to you. You know. I don't know.
Well, generally speaking, they've handed EOLs out to the guys that have caused the caution.
Well, then that should be right. But hey, look, I don't get into the rule side of it. I let the admins and all that take care of that stuff. So we'll have to see. Either way, Matt Ockbrock here out front with Zach. Remember, those 2 guys have not pitted since lap 97 and 96, respectively, and are still out here. So, wow.
Imagine Matt's heartbeat right now.
Well, he's probably looking down at that fuel meter going, can I get another about 5-10 gallons? I mean, I need it. You know? I mean, wow.
We still got one more green light checkered we can get through.
I know. I'm just thinking here for a minute here, Corey. I mean, he saved all this amount of fuel, which is amazing. And I know that thing has got to be. I won't be surprised if the top 2 guys don't run out of fuel. If it goes to another green-white checkered, if they don't run out of fuel, let's say when taking a white flag or something, that's amazing. That's all I had to say. Because I done threw my calculation book out the window. I don't know what in the world.
I was sitting in second before this wreck. It's going to be interesting to see how Zach can restart starting in second. We could see a dump and run, as I call it.
Well, the top 3 guys are spread out pretty good right now. Andrew Little is right there. The biggest battle would be Matthew Rush coming up. Remember, if they take the white flag, though, it won't matter what they do. And there we go, white flag. Matt Ockbrock's only got to make it around this place one more time. Does he got enough fuel to make it in turn 3 and 4?
Yeah. It sounds like that car's got enough. He's going to make it.
He could coast it out of 4. Unbelievable for that guy right there. Matt Ockbrock went probably almost 90-something, about 90 laps here on fuel. Wow. Talk about some management.
I speak to the engine builder.
You ain't lying, you too. That's amazing. That was amazing. I got to have my hats off to him. See if we can even do a burnout. Or is the car out of fuel now, finally?
I think it just killed over.
Yeah, man, the other one. No.
Oh, wait, no.
Wait a minute. He's trying to drive.
Hey, we got enough for a burnout. That's all that matters,
Wow.
right? That's a pretty big burn. Okay, that's more gas than
Oh
I
boy,
thought.
that thing's got enough fuel to do that. All right, they're gonna have to tear that. iRacing is gonna. We're gonna have to virtually tear this car down. Does he got another gas
And I
tank?
think it just killed it.
Got another gas tank in the back of that thing? Cause holy cow, that thing just went massively here tonight. Well, let's see if we can get some of these guys up here and get a word with them. What a race! What a finish here! Awesome run for these guys.
Yeah.
See, looking for Robert Fitzpatrick. Bob Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
And Zach.
Yeah,
Look for Matt earlier and I couldn't see.
I
Not
don't see
him
him.
in here. I don't either. He'll probably jump up in here. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's bring down third place, man. Let you get a word with him.
Hey there, Bob. You got a Bob, Robert. You got a copy on me?
Yeah, Bob's fine too. Yeah, doesn't matter.
Okay.
I gotcha.
So how was that race, man?
It was pretty terrible, if you ask me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't get anything going there, so I just rode it out. I think I passed one car the whole race. You know, just hanging out, going to the front.
Yeah, your car has a pretty good amount of front end damage here, though.
Yeah, pretty much running into people. You know, in the beginning of the race, we got bottled up with those double files, and a couple guys wrecked in front of me, and we just ran into each other. But
Yeah, and we were talking about those double file, single file. Do you like the single file over the double file more?
I'm not too sure. Here, yeah, probably. Just because, I mean, we couldn't really get it going today. So, I think it's a safer way. Because, I mean, I guess it ain't safe if it still looked like it did. But, I don't know. Ryan made a executive call there, so let's go with it.
Yeah, you got anybody to thank, though?
Just thank the wife and my teammates on here.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Have a good one.
Well, I tell you what, man, there you go, old Bob, man, doing an outstanding job coming up in third. Well, this guy right here, Zach, he was one of the guys up there who saved enough fuel. Interesting to see how much he had left. Second place man, Zach.
Hey, Zach, you got a copy up here?
Yeah, got you guys. How's it going?
Well, first off, how do you say your last name?
It's Schreitenthal.
Alright, Tritonfall.
Yep.
Okay, so tell me, you saved almost 100 laps of fuel. How much gas did you have left?
I had 0.1 gallon, about 2 laps left.
Oh, well,
Yep, flipping and turning it off and on, all those cautions definitely helped.
yeah, it certainly did help you get up there into second place finish. What do you think of the single file starts?
Well, I loved it at the end because I wasn't too worried about getting any runs on me right off the bat. But throughout the race, that's especially at a track like this, that's really the only way you can get some positions on some people is going double file. But obviously, pretty much the whole field struggles with that, and just in general, it's tough to decide which one works better. All in all, I think Ryan and them they do a good job overall. So I mean, I respect their decisions.
Right, and you got anybody to thank out there?
Yeah, I think my mom and dad that are probably watching, my girlfriend that allows me to do this, and definitely my teammates, Harold, Nolan, and Brock, especially Nolan, keeping us all level-headed, especially in this type of race.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. Zach, track
Thank you,
call.
guys.
Well, like what you just said, man, old Zach, he held on to second place there, and an awesome call for fuel. Well, this guy, though, magnificent call. Matt, Joe in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Matt, I tell you what, you pulled this thing off. I got to ask, your teammates earlier on, though, they pitted, Curtis and all them. When they pitted, what was going through your mind there? Because you made this thing, I don't know how you did it, made it stretch fuel-wise.
Well, I kind of, towards the end of stage 2, I decided to take a little bit of a risk and pit early, and the caution laps just played in my favor, and I stretched her out about 85 laps and had about a gallon to spare.
You know, and that's what we're saying. I tell you what, you the type of guy we want to take on long trips, save us some fuel mileage, because that is magnificent for you to be able to pull that off. I know some of the cautions helped out and all, but still just was an awesome job to pull this win off here tonight. I mean, did you think earlier on in the race you was going to be able to pull it off here?
I had a fast car. I was pretty confident in my speed. It was just staying out of trouble, and track position was key, because everybody was just holding the bottom. You know, you're not going to get much of a run on the outside. So all about track position and holding them off.
Oh, absolutely. You definitely did. And that's what I was thinking. Track position was key here tonight, because with as old as your tires were, and definitely a magnificent job of fuel conservation and saving to pull this victory off here tonight. You got anybody you want to thank for it?
Yep, of course. Always thank my teammates over at Slide Job Racing. Got Curtis Preston and David Edwards and Michael Sheffield. They make this possible for me, and they help out a lot with not only my driving style, but improving me and making me faster. So big shout out to them.
Hey, no doubt about it. I tell you what, Matt, awesome to see you out there. Awesome to see you win. Again, congratulations on that win tonight.
Sir.
All right, I tell you what, man, I tell you, that was an awesome job of the way he did there, Corey, to save fuel that many laps. I know the cautions helped a little bit, but it still was just a magnificent job for him. Got any final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, man, those top two just saved enough gas, and we were there at the right time. The whole entire race is all about fuel strategy, and I like trying to make the calls for these guys on the fuel strategy and the tire strategy.
Well, tonight was just one of them where I would have never thought anybody could have stretched it 80-some laps. I mean, that was just beyond expectations, and he was able to do it. Matt Brock right there put in a victory lane. Well, folks, tell you we're going to leave Martinsville. Also, got to tell you there, and congratulations. Then we want to give a shout out to Sheffield Graphics there, who brings us about at the 1 lap to go, and the pole sitter here tonight. Well, that man, Matt, all the guys here at RSR, everyone, have a good night.
All right.